Grizzlies. The explosion of this FNAF fan game is one of the most unexpected events I've witnessed in the last 8 years of being in this community. I did my video on Grizzlies back in February of this year, and the amount that has changed in regards to this fan game is actually kind of ridiculous. Not saying it's undeserved, but it's certainly weird, and I'll start by explaining why. When I did my video on Grizzlies, I took the game seriously, and actually gave it a real review. I was legitimately mocked by prominent members of the FNAF community for doing this. The people that knew about this game before my video mostly knew it because of Fiznum, the creator of FNAF Plus, and Kane Carter, the creator of Popgoes, streaming it. Kane was the one that suggested Phil play it on stream, and it's pretty clear that Kane suggested it because it was a fun game to make fun of. This stream didn't get enough views or attention to make Grizzlies a vastly known name, but pretty much everyone that now knew of Grizzlies saw it as a joke. It was a FNAF fan game with a political focus, and it became notorious for its slogan, "It takes guts." It's pretty unfortunate, but prior to my video, no one really treated Grizzlies with any sort of respect. Fast forward to today, and that has changed completely. Grizzlies is now being remade with the help of massive figures like Baddington. Grizzlies 2 is in development and it looks outrageously high quality. And a VR recreation of Grizzlies is being made with the help of URO, who has made some ridiculously good VR remakes of official FNAF games. And Grizzlies is a part of the upcoming Fan Game Direct, and although there's a lot of games in that Direct, it's definitely one of the most hyped games. And again, I could have never seen this coming. Myself, was made fun of for my generosity towards Grizzlies back in February, and now it's one of the most popular unreleased fan games. I'm realizing it almost sounds like I'm claiming to be the cause of the success of Grizzlies, and I don't believe that. What I'm saying is, I was weirdly ahead of the curve. I looked at Grizzlies when it was much more unknown, and most people didn't like it, and I said that I saw potential here, and I wanted to see the developer grow and make some really cool shit moving forward. Suddenly, out of nowhere, there are 3 Grizzlies games in development, and they all seem great. Baddington working on Grizzlies 1 is one of the least interesting parts of the new Grizzlies content, yet that is an unspeakably big deal. The FNAF VHS tapes made by Baddington are huge iconic parts of fan-made FNAF content, and he has earned a really high title of respect through that work. Whereas Grizzlies, like I said, was viewed in essentially the opposite lens less than a year ago. URO also has a really remarkable portfolio like I mentioned. They recently released the VR remake of Ultimate Custom Night, and that game has been a pretty big deal because it's simply so well done. And Grizzlies 2 has a pretty significant team behind it. The sheer amount of people working on this game is noteworthy, but there are some names that stand out to me, like Fazzy Funbear and Aidan O'Flynn. The growth of this FNAF fan game is unlike anything I've seen, really, and I'm honestly really glad to see it. For those of you that don't know, I interviewed Lester Tellez, the creator of Grizzlies, about 4 or 5 months ago, but I've actually been talking to him since my original video was in the works. Like I said, I wanted to give Grizzlies a genuine chance when no one else really was, because I believed in it, so the fact that all of this has happened over the course of this year is pretty insane, and I'm really happy to see this game evolve, and if my video did just so happen to help whatsoever, I'm really glad that that is the case. However, you can see the work from the team that has gone into these projects, and that is why this happened. It is actually remarkable how much of a step up the new Grizzlies content has been, and I am thoroughly excited to see all of it. I want to see the remake, I want to see the VR game, and I want to see Grizzlies 2 so bad. I think this rise, despite being unbelievably unexpected, has been completely deserved and completely earned. It's really impressive. From being a fan game that was trashed and tarnished by widely respected names in their field, to becoming one of the fastest growing fan games with a ridiculous amount of hype around it, the story of Grizzlies is pretty fucking incredible, and I am really looking forward to seeing what's in store.